If you truly are encompassing this reality as a game, you're going to be as crazy as him.
Right.
Because, like, who cares?
Going back to the Connor thing, so we mentioned how he, like, you kind of know what kind of a guy he was prior, at least with the minimal amounts of information we have. We can see he was like a hyper successful young YouTuber, got everything he ever wanted, you know, at least by the hedonistic standards of a young 20-something. Ends up going on the spiritual journey to find higher meaning. Which
also, maybe he felt empty because he got everything he always wanted. And I think you were saying that.
Grass is always greener. And then once you get this is actually something that is definitely true, is once you achieve an end goal, life becomes so much more meaningless almost.
Mm-hmm. And also, I wanted to point or add on that his behavior.
This cup works really well, by the way. It's like perpetually, like, really hot.
I know, it's so cool. I love these cups. It seems like he's someone who has realized that this is all, again, in the stance of defending him, it seems like he's realized it's all a game. So what people who commonly have these enlightening experiences come to is this belief that reality isn't as important as they thought it was. That it's more so like you would say, we're living in a simulation. This is all just for fun.
Yeah.
And the point of life is there's no point to life. He says that?
The interesting thing about it, though, is he says people's justification for why he's not enlightened is, why do you care still about things like how you look? Like, he's got a hair transplant recently, which obviously is something.
But why does he care about people believing he's enlightened?
Both are weird, contradictory things. So it's like, why do you care about what you look like still when you're supposedly enlightened? And then why do you also care about people knowing you're enlightened?
Because I'm going to answer, there's no such thing as being enlightened.
Yeah.
There's not.
But his outline of it is, we're in this simulation, and why not enjoy it the most you can by upgrading your character?
Right.
That's his stance in terms of...
So he's mixing, this is what I was saying, he's mixing truth with falsehood. Mm-hmm. So the truth is, maybe we are. Like, I mean, truth is subjective. Every single human alive is going to have their own truth, because we all have our own perspectives of seeing the world. So there's always going to be different truths, no matter any way you slice it. Unless, like, I could become you, I can never view your truth. Mm-hmm. So prefacing it with that, it's like he's mixing his truth in with things that just are blatant contradictions, which that's kind of what makes him look crazy.
Yeah.
Because I think what he's experienced in its own right, that kind of experience, I don't think it's crazy. I think you can have these experiences, you can come down from them, you can come back from them. And I think these types of experiences where you realize that everything's not all about you, I think they can be beneficial for growth. Like, personally speaking, they can help you in the sense they can also just get you out of your own head, and they can turn you from being a selfish person into a more caring, loving person. Because, hey, if I'm everybody and I'm also you, if I talk mean to you and I'm an asshole to you, I'm actually being an asshole to myself, literally.
Right.
So when you have that experience and you're like, oh, you're just an incarnation of me, I'm going to want to be nicer to you because you're me.
Yeah.
So even if you're totally selfish, I selfishly want to be nicer to you because you're me. So it's like, it can have that effect. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't seem like he's had that effect, but maybe it does because he's giving his money away.
If it seems like he is, I have no actual factual proof he is, but he's posted screenshots showing approvals of payments to people. There's definitely people trying to hack his stuff because he's giving away passwords and whatnot. But yeah, like, I don't know where it's evolving. He seems to continuously make it seem like every end is not actually the end of his Grandmaster plan. It's just another cog in the thing.
His Grandmaster plan.
And it just keeps going and keeps going.
He's also a kid. Like, when I look at him, I see
I think he's like 25 or 26.
He's very young. He, again, beware of unearned wisdom. He doesn't know how to handle some of the information that he's gotten. Because if he did, I don't believe he would be acting this way.
Yeah, it seems like it's like overload for him.
Yeah, it was overload. And now he's like, if I were to like guess at, like, try to foresee where this is going to go, like what's going to happen next, it seems like he's probably going to be in a mental institution at some point. It looks like the behavior is going to lead to more erratic and dangerous for his content. Like, it seems like he's going to get deleted from YouTube.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
It almost feels like it's his mission to get deleted from YouTube. Like, maybe that's what he wants, because some of that shit just looks, Why isn't he getting striked?
Yeah, he literally posted a story pretending he was being kidnapped and tagged the police department in his state.
And he's still on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, that was on Instagram. He did that, but still,
that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, like, it was blatantly he's a pretty convincing actor if you don't know what's going on. Like if you just saw the video randomly, he was like screaming and crying, like "Come help me," blah blah blah, and then literally tags like Austin Police Department, and yeah, I don't know. So he also dropped an N-bomb too on his Instagram.
So he's obviously looking for reactions. He's obviously looking for attention. Like there's a lot of compounding things going on. But I wanted to touch back on what I said about him knowing it's all a game. So like if you truly are encompassing this reality as a game, you're going to be as crazy as him.
Right.
Because like who cares? At that point, what does it matter?
Just
like
make it as good and entertaining as you can.
Maybe he's doing all this just to entertain himself because he's like truly living that all of this is just for fun. And yeah, that's scary.